Good morning, everybody. It's about 8 o'clock. I slept into about 7. I've been packing up, and I just got breakfast and coffee made. So for breakfast, I have Peak Refuel biscuits and gravy, and I'm very excited about it. And coffee. So I'm going to eat this real quick, put everything away, and get out on the water. So it's a beautiful day out there so far, and there was a storm that rolled through this morning, but it missed me again, and I just heard a bunch of thunder, and it's just sprinkled for like 30 seconds, and that was it. So that was nice. The ground's still pretty dry, and yeah, hopefully it'll be a good day. I'll get past Mobridge. Mobridge is currently 20 miles away, so hopefully I can get there today. So it's 9 o'clock. I've got the boat all packed up. It's not an early morning, but oh well. And yeah, it's pretty windy again today, so we'll just see how far I can get. My legs are pretty tired from the past 2 days, so we'll just see. It's not like in the current. When you have current, you can just pause, take a break, and you continue to go downriver. But on the lake, especially with this wind, you almost immediately go backwards. So you got to pretty much pedal the entire time. And I've had several comments talking about why don't I use the paddles that are attached to the side here, and I can, but the problem is that this boat is really wide and very heavy, so it's just not very fun to paddle. Also, it has these the rudder controls right here. They stick up and stick out, and they're very easy to catch when trying to paddle, and just not a whole lot of fun. So it is an option, it just doesn't work very well. And honestly, the pedals go twice as fast with half as much effort. So that's why I really haven't been paddling. It is an option, but not a good one. So I'm gonna push this boat off, get out in the water, and see how today goes. I've got a pretty good breeze pushing me out of this bay, but I don't really know what the wind's doing out there on the main lake. So once I leave this little protected cove, we'll see how it's doing. But the reservoir makes a big right-hand turn and then continues south. So that's most of the morning. So I'm hoping if the wind is coming from this direction, I can get up against that hillside and be out of the wind for a good part of the day. So we'll see. So it's about 11 now, and I've had an amazing morning. It's not too hot, and there's enough wind to keep me cool. As long as I stay pretty close to shore here, the wind isn't terrible. And yeah, just trying to make some miles. I'm trying to get to Mobridge today. I know at the minimum there's a Burger King really close to the water. So hopefully I can get some supper there. That sounds really nice. The reservoir makes a left-hand turn here, and I'm just about to the start of the turn. I'm hoping the wind will be blocked quite well by these hills until I have to make the next turn. But yeah, I'm just sitting here watching YouTube videos and pedaling down the lake. So luckily service is a little spotty here. It seems the closer I get to shore, the worse the service gets. But it is working so far. So there's 2 YouTubers I kind of watch every single Sunday. It's almost a tradition at this point. And the first one is Matt's Off-Road Recovery. So it's a off-road towing company. He's built a bunch of specialized vehicles to pull people out of when they get stuck or broke down in the middle of nowhere on crazy trails. And he makes YouTube videos, and on Sunday he usually posts kind of a shop video of him either maintaining his fleet or working on projects, and they're enjoyable videos, and I watch them every Sunday. The other one is Beard Meets Food. So he's a British professional, like competitive eater, I guess. He goes around to all the restaurants, and any restaurant that has like a food challenge where you eat, 5 pounds of food, you get it for free. He does that and makes a YouTube video on it, and it's interesting, and it's become my a tradition to watch his videos that come out on Sunday every week. So I'm able to do that today, which is really nice. And other than that, it's just, pedaling into the wind towards the next point, which honestly there aren't too many points here, and I'm just kind of aiming for wrapping around this whole turn. So for some reason, I can pedal pretty much without thinking about it at this point, just automatically. But if I'm not paying attention, I will almost always drift out into the lake. I don't know what it is, but when I'm not paying attention, this boat always drifts to the right. And then I'll look up after pedaling for like 10 minutes and realize I'm 100 yards away from shore or more, and I have to turn back and head towards shore again, because there's less wind near the shore. So it's definitely where I want to be today. And for some reason, I just unconsciously want to go out in the middle of the lake. But not a big deal. It just means I have to, pay attention, which is never a bad thing. So yeah, just continuing to pedal. At this rate, I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to make it to Mobridge today, because this wind is not too strong, but definitely slowing me down. So it's now noon. I'm crossing a little bay here, and the wind is pretty strong. Trying to get into the shelter of the hillside right there in front of me, but until then, the waves are kind of really choppy and going all over the place. So it's just kind of random, and some of them are spraying me pretty good with water, but that's okay. It'll dry fast. But yeah, just trying to get across and into the shelter of the hillside, because it's not a whole lot of fun. Okay, so for lunch I have a granola bar, a salted nut roll, which is one of the snacks that I got, and a chocolate banana meal bar and a chocolate chip cookie. So that's kind of lunch. I'm going to start snacking on those and just try to keep pedaling into the wind. It's pretty slow going. The water's a lot calmer here along shore now, and yeah, there's nothing to do but keep going. Well, I've finally come around the corner enough that I can see the point. It's like right there, and it's about 5 miles away at the moment. So just gonna wrap around this shoreline and follow it all the way to the point where I turn south again. So it's about 2 o'clock, and I'm on day 3 of a headwind. It doesn't look like it here, but it is blowing straight at me and definitely slowing me down. So it's just a little frustrating that you got to put in the same amount of work to go about half the speed. But it's the weather. You can't change it. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a couple days without wind, which apparently just doesn't really happen on this lake, and this is pretty normal. So, and honestly, the water's there's no waves. This is absolutely beautiful. It's just with the headwind, it is definitely slowing me down, and it's just a little frustrating to go slow, but that's okay. Just gotta, embrace the suck, because it could be 3-foot waves out here right now, but it's dead calm with a headwind, so can't complain too much. Well, it's about 2:30. I'm finally tucked behind these hills, which is blocking the wind, so it's really calm. And my legs are pretty tired, but I'm still able to keep going. I'm not moving fast by any means, but still, I gotta try to enjoy the lake when it's like this. It's so rarely this calm. So I'm nearly to the point here where I'm gonna finally turn south, and there's actually about 10 trees sticking up out of the water through right here. So I'm guessing there's probably a whole bunch more under the water that I can't see. So I'm guessing that this point here has kind of protected all these trees from the big nasty storms, and that's why they're still sticking up out of the water here. So that's pretty interesting. The real danger is when you have real heavy waves, if there's one just below the surface and you get picked up on a wave and slam down on one. That's what can cause issues, poke holes in your boats, break things. But today, it is dead flat, so I don't have to worry about that. And my pedals are kick-up versions, so they'll fold up if I hit an underwater tree and not break. So I'm good to go, and just gonna make it around this corner and keep going. So I just rounded the point, and I got my cell phone service back. I lost it there for about 2 hours probably, and I can see the bridges all the way in the distance. I doubt the camera can pick them up, but they're about 8 miles away, and it's another 2 miles past Mobridge. But we'll see if I can make it. It's going to be a long afternoon, but it is super calm, pretty hot, but look at how calm this lake is. So the wind has died down from earlier, and I'm hoping I can just power through these, even though my legs are kind of not happy with me, but that's okay. You just ignore it and keep going. That's kind of my mantra. So I was complaining about the headwind, but now it's gone and it has gotten crazy hot. But the lake is just glass. So, you know, can't have everything, but I prefer this than headwinds, even though I'm starting to cook a little bit. But that's okay. So I'm gonna really try to power ahead. I really don't think you can see the bridge in the distance, but I can, and I'm heading towards that. Well, I realized that I'm an idiot, and now that the headwind's gone, there's no reason to not have this sunshade up. So I got it up. It helps to get out of the sun, and I'm just gonna keep pedaling and try to enjoy this glassy lake. So it's about 5 o'clock. I've been pretty much just pedaling all afternoon. Pretty hard too. I'm pretty hungry. It's really hot out, and there's a Burger King within walking distance about 4 miles up. So I'm pretty excited about that. I already have the order set up on the app. So as soon as I get closer, I'll order it, and it should be ready for me to pick up, and I can get back on the water. So I'm approaching the first bridge here. It is a railroad bridge, and the second one past it is a highway bridge. It's pretty close to it. But I've been able to see this bridge 8 miles now for hours, so it's exciting to finally get to it. So there's a pickup truck going across the railroad bridge right now, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, so this is the town of Mobridge. It was originally named because the telegraph operator shortened the Missouri Bridge down to Mobridge, and that they used that as the town name. And it was home to one of the very first railroads bridges around here. It was built in 1906. That is not the original railroad bridge that I'm coming under. And it was one of the big gateways to the west, this bridge was. So it was very important at the time. So I'm going under the bridge now, and I was just messaged by Bridge City Marina saying that they have a cabin available, which is absolutely awesome. I was planning to try to stop there before they closed just to see if they had groceries. So I'm very excited to possibly get a room tonight, and maybe a shower, because I am very hot and very sweaty. So I'm about 2 miles away from Burger King, and then the Marina's, I haven't measured it, but I'm guessing another 2 miles past that, maybe a mile and a half. Passing the bridge pier. It's pretty cool to pass one in calm water. Usually you got to stay away from those in the current because they like to catch trees and can be pretty dangerous. But on the lake, you can get right up next to them when it's calm like this, at least. Here's the second bridge, and there's a massive pile of concrete right here. I don't know that it's from the original bridge, but that's kind of my guess. I feel very blessed to go through here with the water so calm. It's just absolutely beautiful. And it's finally starting to cool off a little bit, so I'm very thankful for that. Alright, now I'm going under the highway bridge. Pretty cool. So I've got the boat pulled up here. Burger King is right over here on the other side of these trees. And I'm gonna walk over there. I've already ordered the food on the app, so all I gotta do is go over there and pick it up. Apparently this is an old boat ramp because it's asphalt. Weird. Well, there's Burger King. I'm pretty glad that I have a rubber boots, because that was a pretty nasty hike through reeds and willows and cottonwoods and thistles. And yeah, but I made it, and I'm looking forward to my food. Alright, so luckily I have my food and I'm heading back to the boat. I plan to eat it on the water. Probably bought too much, but oh well, I was hungry. Okay, I got really lucky. I thought I lost my camera so much that I literally pulled back off the water. I was gonna try to research my steps, but luckily it fell off out of my pocket in the boat and I found it. So, whew, that would have been terrible. So, yeah, I've got my Burger King here. I'm gonna snack on this as I continue down the lake. I think I've got like 5 more miles to River City Marina. So hopefully I can get that done pretty quickly. So I just checked and I'm 3.5 miles away from Bridge City Marina. So it's almost 8 o'clock and the lake is still glass, and I finished all of the Burger King, and you know, unsurprisingly I feel pretty terrible because, you know, fast food is, you know, pretty terrible for you, but still I enjoyed it, and I'm trying to get these last couple miles done. So it is just a beautiful evening out here, and there's fish taking off. I'm assuming carp. I can't really see in the water with all the glare, but most likely carp that are taking off in front of me. So it's a little after 9 o'clock, and the Bridge City Marina is around this next point here. And I was told to go to cabin 4, and I'm so very grateful. I didn't actually know this place had cabins, so I was planning to just camp on the bank somewhere nearby and stop in the morning and maybe buy a snack or two was my plan. But I'm very grateful, and yeah, I'm so glad that he reached out to me. So I've got a beautiful sunset behind me, and I got a little crabby there this morning after the 3rd day of heading into headwinds. My legs are pretty much done right now. They're very tired, but that's okay. I've turned into a great day. After this afternoon, all the wind just disappeared, and it's been just glass ever since, and it's absolutely amazing. So I made, what, I'd say 25, maybe 26 miles today, so I'm really happy. That's really good, and it's been a really good day. So I've really enjoyed it. It was pretty hot, but luckily I have this fan here that was blowing air on my face and kept me cool, so it worked out. So the light's starting to fade, but I'm finally pulling into the bay here, so hopefully it's nice and easy to figure everything out. So the camera picks up a lot more light than I can see, so it's light's starting to fail actually, but I'm pulling into the marina now. Pretty cool little bay they got here. Okay, so I am in the cabin here. It's a pretty interesting little place. It's got a bathroom, and I am just soaked in sweat. It was very hot today, and I had to carry everything up the hill in the dark. But I'm here now, so I'm going to take a shower and go straight to bed, and I'll worry about editing a video in the morning because I am absolutely exhausted. And I also want to thank River City Marina for this so much. It is so appreciated. So with that, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.